Hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's Left of Us, the TTRPG stream where a bunch of buds play together, and that's the normal part. The different part is that we're streaming it, which is entirely different than anyone has ever done it before. So, yeah. With an extra different flavor, this week we are missing two of our roster. Star is hi Star from MomoCon, off at MomoCon, because that is what Star does. And poor Zoe got a little ill, and so is watching us probably from her couch. Hi Zoe, have fun. Don't just play Zelda and watch us at the same time. You can do it. I believe in you. Build a crazy contraption that actually plays What's Left of Us in Zelda. That's
we were going to be joined by Ron DeSantis, but unfortunately he couldn't get his live stream working.
It just wasn't a thing he could do, really.
Yeah, he's just not good at it.
I mean, we had a volcano prepped for him and everything, but no.
All the Ron the Satan jokes were just there for the taking, but
right. No, I was just gonna toss him into a volcano. Okay, we're playing TTRPGs, everybody. This is our game of Basements and Big Lizards. We are let's see what happened last time here. Actually, hold on. There are a couple of other things we gotta do first. As with any RPG on screen, all of us at the table here have agreed to certain content that we were liking, and we have like little safety tools that help keep us from going over each other's lines and veils. But of course, none of you are able to do that. So if there's a bit of content that you're finding a little hard to bear, please dip out of the stream, come back in a little later on, and hopefully that'll be gone for you. In addition to that, if you have any specific questions that need to be answered almost immediately, you can poke at our mod, pronouns in my bio, in chat, both on Twitch and YouTube. That is our mod, Sam. Say hi to Sam, everybody. Sam just got home. Look at that. Right on time. Bravo. And also, if you're a big poo-poo meanie head, Sam is right there to hit you with the band hammer. And that's the other thing that Sam does. Directly after the stream, if you have questions that you can wait for, any questions, I know a lot of you just started watching our backlog of shows and have thus caught up, and you probably have questions to that effect. Immediately after the stream, don't tune out, because we are going to take a small break and then come back with a little bit of a couch talk sort of thing where we answer chat questions and questions from each other, and then we'll be done after that. So keep those questions for around then. I think that's about it for housekeeping. When last we left off, in fact, let me pop over to the map because we're still on that map. When last we left off, the party had managed to climb all the way to the very tippy top of the mountain to find out exactly what was wrong. They discovered that an ancient pact between the residents of this mountain and a group of fire elementals had been keeping people alive, and that stone that had been doing that had been damaged, and that was what was causing the zombies to be formed, as the crystal was trying desperately to revive people who had died and was basically only get them halfway through like an easy bake oven with a bad light bulb. And that's a joke for you 90s kids. And when they went into the caldera to talk to this raging fire elemental, they found out that it was essentially a child. And after some talking by our resident warlock, who may or may not also be a monster of some sort, you were all able to calm the creature down and be able to send it to its destination using a very convenient nearby person who was not part of the party. Rip Kamas, you will be remembered as a hero.
something omelets, something eggs, etc.
Who's Tomas?
It was the kid, the kid who was minding the
Not ringing a bell.
Oh, that's right. There was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it probably was just a figment of my imagination. I have to remember so many NPCs. So yeah, that was the call here, and here's the volcano set for those of you who missed it last time, because I love making a set and then showing it off more than once. He was sitting in a nice lava pool here, and the party was there taking a bunch of stuff. So here we are at the top of the caldera, and as you struggle out into the it's still dark and smoky up here. It probably will be for a couple of days yet. But you've got fairly good visibility because you're just kind of above a lot of the nastiness, and you were just able to see clear across the lands to things that you would rather not think about, some of you anyway. And as your gaze went over the high forest, a voice cut in. The Raptor Lord was on your case. A fey creature that had followed Maldris out of the wilds has decided to rejoin the hunt. However, they're probably very far away, and you are all exhausted from climbing a mountain and being in extreme heat. Where you are currently, I don't have it modeled, but basically just past this abrupt end here. The universe does not end. In fact, it continues going. There is basically the remnants of the old monastery town that was up here. So there are buildings you can sleep in. It is dusty and ashy, but like it is relatively safe. There's nothing going on here anymore.
So we don't have to worry about lava zombies anymore?
The crystal has been destroyed. You all broke it to get at the MacGuffin that let you... the very important artifact that has always been there. That allowed you to take back the creature back to the fire plane.
I mean, if we see one, we should still worry about it, but they're no more likely than they would normally be, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
So yeah, I guess we go to wherever safe place and go take a long rest. Is that the plan?
If you would like to, unless there's any conversations to be had concerning the literal hologram that came out of the back of Maldris's neck.
I don't think we need to talk about that.
I don't know what was up with that anyway. Why all of a sudden did that happen?
Listen, you know as much as I do at the moment.
Did you even see it? I mean, it came out of the back of your head.
I mean, I could hear it.
The image was also in your brain.
Was it really?
Oh.
Brain image.
That's concerning.
There's a lot about this situation that's concerning, if I'm being perfectly frank.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Well, is there anything that...
Might I ask why you're sure it's fine?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no logical answer.
I don't like to be a negative Nelly, as it were, but it does seem concerning, I should say.
You know, Rathgother, you're probably right. You might
Yes.
need to be very afraid of it, but I'm not.
No. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I fear nothing. I, of course, am without fear, but
Why are you so concerned about it?
I'm concerned for your safety. Doesn't mean I'm afraid.
Oh.
Yes, there is a bit of a difference there.
Not concerned for my safety. Obviously, I'll be fine, but you guys.
That's so kind, especially after that time that I messed up that magic spell and you tried to... Well, you didn't really try to do anything. You just grabbed me by the neck rather roughly, but I understand that.
You learned your lesson, so...
I certainly did. I didn't let anything bad happen this time. It almost did. We almost, took a bath in lava because I told him to come with me, but
Pardon? What?
Yeah, I almost... nothing. Let's continue on. Should we do anything about Tomas, by the way? I mean, I don't know what we can do, but I feel like he might come back later and you'll be very upset with us.
Well,
Sorry,
I'm sure he's dead.
Tomas. Is that the dog?
I don't think so. I don't think
Nope.
that's his
Mark.
name. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else entirely, but I meant the young man who just helped us out with this thing. Should we try to find a way to go and retrieve his body, or
I mean, do you want to go to the fire plane?
no? My
Yeah, 'cause,
my
if you
kind did
wanted to
not
go,
fare
then
well
there'd be
in-
no reason that we sent this young man to his death.
Well, again, assuming he's dead, he
Right,
could be
he's-
very much alive.
Probably not, though, right?
No, probably not.
Probably wicked dead.
My boy's wicked dead.
Yeah.
So
The
dead that
advanced
there's no
stage.
coming back from it.
Well, I don't want to get into the metaphysics of it. I'm not a preacher.
Has anybody ever brought anyone back from the dead before in this?
We've
in
all
this
been
little
brought.
group?
Everyone in this room has been brought back from the dead multiple times.
Well, yes, but have we ever brought anybody back from the dead ourselves?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Though when the Chew exploded, several people would have been killed, and each time we were resurrected, it stands to reason that they too were.
That's true.
I mean, you've all heard stories about people being resurrected through very powerful magics, but it's certainly not something normal in life.
Something to ponder. Oh, I have to go back and get my dice.
I thought you did already.
He checks his pockets. Did I go back and get my dice already?
I think you did, if I recall.
Oh, yes, they're here. Good. Thank you for remembering.
As if I recall, I told you that they felt a little bit more magic-y now.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they feel more magic-y. All right, shall we go off and, I don't know.
Do our long rest.
Sure, let's
Take a
maybe
sleep.
go back to town. Or-
It's a little too far for town, and the nearest town would be like Tema, which has been abandoned. So there are buildings right here that you're able to sleep
Well, I
in.
guess
should you
nobody's
want.
around. We could sleep here because it would be peaceful
As far as we know.
currently. Any objections?
No, not at all.
No, I'm good.
I have a good feeling about this place because our DM already let us hit the long rest button in D&D Beyond.
Yes.
Rathgother is always allowed to break the fourth wall.
I can break any wall.
No wall is tough enough to withstand Rathgother. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's in agreement. Star, Zoe? Okay. Let's
All right.
take that long rest. Do you folks find a place that is still relatively intact? You know, one of the places that still has its roof. Hasn't been caved in with pumice yet. And yeah, it's a little eerie. The place is ash choked, but like aside from that, it looks like, you know, sort of how eerie it is to, if any of you have ever seen like what it looks like to walk through Herculaneum when they uncovered like bits of it, because it was so well preserved. Like it just feels like people were living there yesterday, sort of deal, you know? Feels like that. But I believe you all get your rest without any major complications. Some of you have been forced to think about things things that you probably haven't wanted to think about in quite some time. I'm thinking specifically here of Maldorus and Rathgother, but if any of you want to think on those things a little more before bed, I can give you that chance if you want to get more information on yourselves.
I've thought enough already.
Yeah.
I refuse to do it more.
Well, I for one have no idea why that projection came out of the back of my neck.
Yeah. I think even Maldorus wasn't quite aware that it could do that. But yeah, if you want to quickly go over what you know, just so
Yes.
you're here and everyone's sort of mostly caught up. So, Maldorus, let's
Yes.
take let's call this a flashback.
Okay.
You are remembering yourself back in the Feywild. You live in a small little village of other changelings. Even in the Feywild, changelings are not always a part of regular society. In a land where people enjoy trickery of all sorts, taking someone's identity is something that goes a little bit too far for most Fey. However, changelings are extremely useful, and so they are often kept nearby, and your village was one of those villages. Now, as it turned out, your particular village was in the Unseelie Court's lands. So it was dark at almost all times. It was a little bit cold. The Queen of Air and Darkness is the leader of that court, and it is a grim and dark place, basically. Now, as part of the pact with the Unseelie to be allowed to stay there, you basically had to stay within the bounds of your village, which, of course, many young changelings occasionally slip out and try their hand at stealth and subterfuge. It's sort of expected at this point because, of course, changelings are used as spies quite often. However, there are consequences for when one of you gets caught, and unfortunately, one day, Maldris, you got caught. Now, normally this would just be you getting chased out by some of the village protectors or something of the sort, but this time, you were caught by a beast. Very large, very upset beast that you couldn't quite get a good handle on. And you know that this beast belonged to an archfey. You were very unlucky enough to be targeted for a hunt. Now, there are very few options when a fey is targeted by an archfey for a hunt, but you ran nonetheless. And as luck would have it, you stumbled through a random portal that just sometimes happens in the Feywild. You were walking in the Queen of Air and Darkness's realm one moment, and the next step you took, you were in the prime material. Wasting no time, you rushed out of that forest as fast as you could and found the nearest village. Luckily, material plane villages nearby are often protected from the Fey, and so that gave you your time to acclimate, and from there on, you spent a lot of the time here. You didn't know what Archfey had actually targeted you until the message, though, and upon hearing the name Raptor Lord, you know who it is.
Yeah, it's the dinosaur man.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur man.
Okay. What do I know about him specifically?
You know that he is a lord that often cycles through the courts. He is a great hunter, and so sometimes he is he's like sort of like a mercenary, more or less, you know, like different courts pay for his patronage and they have good hunts because of it. But this guy literally hunts all the time. It is his being. It is what he does. And so he just hunts. He probably expected that the hunt for you would be over very quickly. However, you have given him enough of a challenge that he has decided to leave the Fey realm to hunt you, which is not good for you.
That sounds terrible.
That is
But you
terrible.
said that I think that he's still particularly far away from me, right?
Yeah, now
So
here's-
we're not in any immediate
Yeah,
danger.
well, yeah, so here's the big problem. In the Fey realm, you know that there's almost nowhere you could hide from a being like this. However, you're in the prime material now, which means now he has to obey somewhat the laws of physics. Archfey are basically demigods, so there's a lot of things they can do that regular people can't. However, you're pretty sure he couldn't cover the distance, the like 2-week distance between the current mountain you're on and the high forest where he probably came out of. However,
Okay.
you're also unaware of any tricks he might have. Like, people in the material plane are perfectly capable of teleporting, for instance. And he does know where you are. That's what the mark on the back of your neck does.
That's not good.
Nope. So you have no idea exactly what he can do, but you're probably okay.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're in danger.
Cool. So where do I think would be safe then for me?
Okay, so you have a couple of choices. Your best hope so far would be the idea of getting to a village that would be protected specifically against Fey intrusion. There are a couple of these scattered throughout the Sword Coast. You don't know many of them right here, so you'd probably have to ask either Vernon or Rathgarther, who would, having traveled, know this sort of thing.
Okay.
But you could also just try to lose him in something like another forest, which is probably not a good idea, but it could work. Or there is a marsh nearby that even you know about, and that he might have trouble tracking you through. But essentially, the best hope that you know of is to get to one of these villages.
Okay. But how long is that going to keep me safe for? Because it's not an end-all, be-all. I'm automatically safe from him, and he can't get me.
I mean, you'll be safe as long as you're within the bounds of the village, for sure.
Okay.
However, you're right. That's not the end-all, be-all. As soon as you step foot outside that village, he'll be able to hunt you again. So, the best case scenario is to get not just somewhere that is protected from the Fae, but also could have somebody who might be able to remove that tracker from you. It won't mean he will stop hunting you, but it will mean he'll stop being able to know exactly where you are at all times.
Oh, so he is able to track me.
Very much.
Oh.
The thing on the back of your neck is basically a very good version of the hunter's mark.
Does it have a range?
Normal hunter's marks do, yes.
But this one doesn't.
This one likely does not, considering you know that he was able to get to you from the high forest, which is leagues away from you right now.
Okay. Well, I guess I just have to sleep on it and ask friends in the morning.
Yeah. All right.
This is not good.
No. I need everyone here to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Saving.
I
And
clicked the wrong one. Sorry about that. Let me see. Try it again.
let's see here. Everyone but
There we go.
Star gets a +5 to this, in addition to all your other pluses. So whatever you roll, go ahead and roll it, and then add. And Star, go ahead and give me a roll. Oh, that's unfortunate for you. Oh no, Zoe also failed. What are the odds?
You're so mean. So you said add +5 and then whatever else our modifier is?
Yeah, so you'll have a wisdom saving throw modifier. You can add that
Yeah.
plus another +5 to whatever you're rolling here.
So
Oh.
I got a 19
Dope.
then.
Let me double check here. I would have gotten a 24 unless you wanted me to count the one before.
No, this would be fine. 24 is fine.
Okay.
And I assume the Mighty Rathgarther also rolled relatively well.
10.
10 in total?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. You got better than Zoe and started, so that's good. You all wake in the morning, except your two compatriots do not. Zoe and Tim and Emery were sleeping relatively close together last night, and the both of them are unable to be woken this morning. They are alive, but they are
What?
deeply in sleep.
I was about to say, wow. You just killed them while they were gone.
Yeah, they're both dead. I've murdered your companions. What happens when you don't show up to my table? No.
Do we know why? Can we figure this out?
You can make all of you can make medicine checks. You can make arcana checks. Pardon me. Whatever you would like to roll to see what you would like.
I mean, it's the same no matter what roll I do.
Mm-hmm. Remember your ability to use your ability to use your ghost friends to give yourself to give you extra expertise on a thing.
I can do that.
Yep, it's right in your abilities, your class abilities, under features and traits, I believe. Features and traits, class features. Should be Whispers from the Dead. You gain, you can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack, and you gain the proficiency for it.
It says I can only do it for history, though?
No, it's any skill you want. So if you want medicine, you can get proficiency in it and get a further +2 to whatever you're doing.
Okay, so my medicine would be another +2?
Yeah.
So that's 21.
Wow.
Oof. I rolled an Arcana and I got 6.
Oof.
I rolled an 18.
I got a 12 in Arcana.
12 in Arcana? Okay. Vernon,
oh, mine was medicine, if I didn't say.
Yeah. So Vernon, unfortunately, you don't figure out anything. You go, well, that's not normal.
That's weird. Never seen that before. Yeah.
Rathgurther, using the admittedly limited understanding of magic that you have, quite on purpose in your case, the first thing that you connect with is, hey, sometimes the Fae like to put people to sleep, but they're not the only things that like to do that. So you're not certain, but something has magically induced sleep on these two people.
It appears that they're asleep.
And Maldris, you know they're both healthy entirely, but with a 21, they are both dreaming vigorously. You recognize the signs of them like doing something in their brains while they're doing this.
So they're not having good, happy dreams. They're having, I'm being chased by something dreams.
Probably.
That could be a good dream.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sparks has those kinds of dreams all the time, and he loves them.
No, but he does the chasing. He's not the one being chased.
How are we to know what's in the mind of an automaton?
I thought he dreamed of electric sheep.
Oh, well, yeah, he is a shepherd, right? A German shepherd.
Mm-hmm. Can't confirm.
Makes perfect sense. Stands to reason. Why do they call them German shepherds anyway? What is German?
Well, it's germane to the topic.
Very small man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do we know of anything that could wake them up?
Do any of you have Dispel Magic?
I don't think I do.
I don't think I do either.
No.
Oh.
If Chill Touch was literal, then I could probably use that and be like, cold hands, but I don't think that's how it works. So
I mean, some of you know that sometimes a bit of damage can wake someone from light sleep, from magical sleep specifically. For instance, Rathgurther, I think, and Vernon as well, you would know. that like a regular sleep spell is broken upon taking a little bit of damage. You could literally slap one of them and see what happens.
Vernon is going to defer to Rathgirth or Maldris on
She's
that
already
regard
slapping
because,
Maldris.
She's like slapping Malthus.
Me?
Sorry. Star. She's slapping Star.
Yeah. Yeah, you so Rathgirth, you slap Emery and you do 1 damage, thus winning your first fight against Emery, no problem. Emery is still unconscious. It does not wake her. Star's gonna be so mad when she watches this one back and see that Rathgirth has 1 first.
Yeah. Well,
Oh. Can I?
Seeing that she hasn't woken up, I'm going to put her hand in a bowl of warm water.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I see if Randy can like talk to them or connect with them or anything?
That's a good idea. So Randy has a lot of life experience. That's Randy's whole thing, right? So Randy goes, I can speak to the dead. And I can tell you, hey, you shouldn't be eating this thing because it's poisonous. But I can't actually like go into people's brains. And then a little voice that you hadn't heard since Randy connected you to speaks up, and you realize you have a second ghost friend.
Oh, what?
It's like, I can. And you realize it's the little dwarf girl from down the mountain.
What was her name again? Shit.
I can't remember. If you want to give her, because I know we gave her a name that is not the one in my notes, because I couldn't find my notes. Yeah, I could not find my notes on the day, and so we just kind of made a name, and then I forgot that name because I am the best game runner that any of you have ever seen.
Oh, I just checked my notes. Apparently, it's Fartilda.
Fartilda. Yeah.
I have Torel, but yes, Fartilda is, I think,
Fartilda is her middle name.
Oh, I thought it was the family name. I'm gonna have to correct that.
It was her grandmother's name. They didn't want to give it to her, so they put it in the middle name. It's Terrell. Yeah, we'll call her Terrell.
Terrell.
Yeah.
Okay. Terrell, what do you mean you can speak to them? Why can speak to them and Randy can't?
I was in training to become a cleric, and so I've got some expertise with looking into people's minds.
Can you use any magic when you're dead?
Not really, just little things.
So no dispel magic or anything.
No, I'm afraid not. That would be too convenient.
Right? Okay. Can you I don't know, see what's happening in their minds?
Sure. Which one do you want me to go into?
Let's do Emery.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
No,
Okay.
Like, I haven't followed this conversation at all.
Right, they can't.
That's right. Maldris is like just firmly talking over both of her shoulders. Their shoulders, sorry.
Listen, I've got some friends that nobody else can see. They're invisible, so don't worry about it.
Why would I worry about a statement like that?
Yeah, there's obviously nothing to worry about in that statement.
So, the spirit of the little dwarf girl goes into Emery's brain, and she comes back out immediately looking a little rattled, if you could tell what a ghost looking rattled looks like.
Okay, maybe not the best choice. Maybe Tim Tam.
Okay.
Do you want to try Tim Tam instead? It's
Okay.
probably less scary in there.
Okay. There's lots of screaming. And she felt like the extreme need to use the washroom. And then she's gonna dive into Tim Tam's brain. Again, immediately back out again, looking rattled.
Oh, so it's the same thing in both of them.
I think they're in the same dream.
Oh, interesting. Shit. How do we get them out?
Well, I don't know. We could just let it play out. I mean, even magical dreams can't last forever. Except in very specific instances. But they haven't been near a hag, have they?
Not to my knowledge. Have they been near a hag?
Yeah, you wouldn't really... No, certainly not within the time you've been with them. So that's... Yeah, that's pretty conclusive on its own. Yeah, like Sparks is at the point, like... Sparks is like whimpering near Tim at this point.
Does Sparks know anything to do?
Absolutely not. Sparks is a dog.
Just a normal dog.
Just a normal
Rude.
dog. Weirdly.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Is there any way we could enter their dream world? Like so many Freddy Kruegers.
What is a Freddy Krueger?
Krueger's Phantasmal Romp. It's a very good spell. It does let you murder things in their sleep, though. That's...
Of course, I should have.
Vernon, that sort of tickles your brain about something. Why don't you roll me an Arcana check? And this time roll well, buddy.
Yeah, please roll well.
Okay, I got a 10.
10? Okay, well, that's not good enough to know the exact thing you're thinking for, but you do remember when leafing through that grimoire that Granny had you look through? You do recall seeing a couple of things that help affect people's dreams.
I do remember something in a book I read once about affecting people's dreams.
In a good way?
Vernon, the most Krueger-esque of all of you right now. Yeah.
Do you think we could take their nightmares away?
Sure, I don't see why not. We could definitely do that.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, hey Vernon, roll me a deception check.
Deception check. Boop. I got an 11. The dice hate me on this
Vernon,
website.
You're supposed to be good at deception.
I have a +7.
No!
What?
You rolled a 4.
Do I have to roll perception
You have to
for
roll
that, right?
Insight. Yeah.
Insight. Where's the insight? Okay. Oh.
Not only am I a warlock, I'm also a bard.
I got
so I get
a
even more
7.
boost towards this.
You got a 7. Hey, your deception actually works.
Hey.
Although I
plan
think,
comes together.
although Rethgurther, your passive insight is already 11, so I think you kind of get the gist that he doesn't really know if it can work or not.
I don't know how to phrase this politely, but you know how sometimes you're deeply incompetent?
Yeah, it seems to be a recurring theme lately.
Cool. Is this one of those things? And like, I'm not trying to be on your case here. I'm not the bad guy. It's just like, it does feel like maybe we don't want to psychologically damage the party member that, when stressed, turns into a giant monster.
Oh no, absolutely. I would definitely advise against doing that to the party member who turns into a giant monster.
But slapping Emery earlier.
What other choices do we have?
That was a favor I was doing for her, to wake her up.
That's right.
We've already tried striking. We've already tried thinking.
Vernon, you do know that if you are going to attempt this without really knowing the spell, you are going to need at least a place where you can gather some materials and be safe. And right now, that is not necessarily where you are. At the very least, there's no materials here to speak of.
Oh, but wait, we have a perfect place we can go and be safe inside of the volcano. Nobody will go there.
Right. But won't they not go there because it's not safe?
Touche.
Right.
I mean, did it stop erupting now?
Yeah, it has quieted down quite a bit. I mean, it's still very hot in the caldera. Like, there's still lava being there. It's just, it is still a volcano for all intents and purposes. Oh, you know, Maldris, your passive perception's very good. I think at this point, Maldris, while you're all talking about like, hey, what do we do, what is stuff, you hear something that could be the howl of a beast in the distance.
Do I think it's something that's chasing me?
Why don't you give me a history check?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
This is, you gotta remember. You gotta remember.
History.
Yeah.
This one was not a good dice, after all. Okay, this one rolled literally the exact same thing. I got a 7.
Got a 7. Okay, so this is on you then. It's up to you to decide if you will side with Maldris's paranoia, because you can't tell, but it is a little odd that you're hearing the sound of a creature on this barren mountain right after you were told you were being hunted.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for let's get the fuck out of here.
Well,
Let's take our
Okay.
party members and go. We need somewhere safer.
Rathgurther, would you like some help carrying them? Okay.
You can easily just put Tim on Sparks, incidentally.
Oh. That's a good point.
Then I just start benching Emery.
Just benching. Good stuff. Okay. Maldris, you
Yes.
recall last night when you were thinking about the places nearby that could be safe. You
Mhm.
just don't know the local layout well enough. You're going to have to ask your companions.
Okay. So who do I know? Which one of them is going to be better in this situation? Who
You
knows the
know-
land more?
You know that Vernon is well traveled, and you know that Rathgurther should be well traveled. So
Do I really believe Rathgurther though?
I don't know. It's up to you. Rathgurther has put on an impressive display so far.
Yeah, what's your wisdom score?
Yeah.
I was gonna
My
say,
wisdom star?
Like, your passive insight is okay, Maldris, so it's not like, and you are proficient in insight, so it's not like, yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
can-
I'll
you
ask
can insight.
Rathgurther.
Sure.
So, Rathgurther, you know the layout of the land, don't you?
Do I?
Let's roll me a history check, Rathgurther. Let's do this. And you know what? You can roll this history check with advantage because you do know the area very well.
I will say that no matter what I roll, she is going to say yes.
Yes.
It's a 21.
Bingo. Okay. Rathgurther, this is what goes on in your head. You do know the local area very, very well. So well, in fact, that you know that if you start heading east, you will be getting closer to a town called Red Larch, which you do not want to go to. Maldris, I assume you explain, sorry to assume, but I assume you explain that you need specifically a town that is protected from the Fae, correct?
Yes. I will.
Rathgurther,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll say that because I'm afraid now.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to show it, but I'm afraid now.
Yeah. On a 21, Rathgurther, you know that Red Larch is protected from the Fae. No questions. But it is also a place you desperately do not want to go to. There are 2 other towns in close-ish proximity that you think you could reach by at least a 2 days walk down this mountain. that might be protected from the Fae. And there is one within another day's walk from the others that is probably also protected from the Fae, as far as you know. So, those are your decisions.
I think, given that her friends are in danger, Rathgrither is inclined to be honest and give those options. But she will specify, Red Larch, though, that place sucks. I mean, you know, you ever like, it's like fantasy Boston. Nobody wants to go there, you know?
Yeah, I hear it's a dump. I've only been there one time before, but
Fucking,
you know, for a
yeah,
funeral.
it's the worst.
Okay, so not Red Large?
I mean, I'm not, look, there's no reason not to go to Red. I'm not saying that.
So you want to go there then?
No, I don't want to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying it. You know, it's just not a good town.
So Vernon, you also know Red Larch. It is a town where adventurers tend to gather. It is a hub. You know that it will likely be the safest option. However, it's also like, in terms of the towns that Rathgirther is mentioning to you, it is certainly one of the farthest options out.
Oh.
However, it is guaranteed safe, is my point. So your options are maybe safe or guaranteed safe.
I mean, safe from the Fae, but you know, there's
Not
pickpockets and all sorts of charlatans, and
Yes, gnolls, all sorts of things like that.
Mm-hmm.
there are definitely gnolls. The city has a gnoll problem. Yes.
Yes. Still, if we are being hunted by the Fae, it might be the best option.
Well, you know, sure, that's one way to look at it. Another might be that is, you know, if I were hunting someone, and I would assume that's where they were going and head them off at the pass, you know. So we have to consider
fair
that
point.
as well.
Fair point. Which town would be the least likely that the Fae would think we would go to?
The town that Rathgirther mentions that is likely to be protected, but he's not really sure, is in the Mere of Dead Men, which is a marshland to the northwest of the rocky spur that you're currently on. It will be difficult to get to, but it could work.
Yeah, in that place, great town. Don't let the name fool you. It's a beautiful marsh.
Oh, of course. I mean,
It's just a lot of people have died there. That's all.
It's. I mean, I've been everywhere.
The
and
benefit to the
this
Mere of
in
Dead Men is that
particular-
it is in the opposite direction of the Desserin Hills, which is exactly where Rathgirther does not want to go.
This in particular is my old scuttling grounds, as it were. So
You love to scuttle.
I certainly do enjoy a
Mhm.
good scuttle every once in a while. Well, perhaps that's not such a bad idea. It does expose us for a while longer, but it would be unexpected for sure. What do you think, Maldris?
I guess we can, yeah. If it's our best option, then let's go.
Oh, wait, we have to get
Agreed.
Sparks'
We'll
vote. What
never
does
go
Sparks
to
say?
Red Larch.
Yes. At least not until we've dealt with this Fae problem. Then immediately after, we should go there because it is
We
a
should
hub
go
for
party in
adventure.
Red Lodge.
There's not a lot of nightlife. It wouldn't be exciting.
Well, again, more of a social thing than anything. I hear that Beyonce Knowles is playing there.
Oh no, guys, stop. I hate all of you.
It's the most popular act. I am Beyonce the Knoll.
Yes,
Ah.
yes, they are a very wonderful Anyway,
Okay, so your choice is to head down the mountain on the opposite side that you had before. It is a steeper climb down, but of course that will make things a little faster. So
We can just roll the sleeping people down.
yeah, you can
I
literally
was
just
going to
let
suggest
gravity
using them
take
as
you,
sleds.
and down you go.
Does anybody have a sweet shield to like surf down like Breath of the Wild?
Cowabunga. That's what they say in that place that we're going to now. My old scuttling grounds.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
To answer your question, no, I don't have a shield. Shields are for cowards.
All
I have a
right.
crossbow, but I don't think that will work very well.
You guys suck.
Oh, I do have a boomerang. Perhaps if somebody can cast a spell to make it larger, we could potentially.
No good. It would just go right back to the top of the mountain.
Fair point. Good point. I always forget about the boomerang effect.
Right.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Okay. So you all begin your trek down the mountain, and it's at this point now all of you hear a howl. About an hour and a half as you're going down scree slopes and places where the mountain has made new channels with lava. This howl, I mean, it sounds like
Closer?
yeah, it's definitely closer. You can't quite spot the creature involved, but who has the best passive? Maldris specifically. I think
Okay.
Maldris, this confirms it for you. And if anyone else, if either of you two want to roll a perception check, you can at this point. Just for flavor, it doesn't really matter. Maldris, this confirms to you that it is indeed the creature that chased you out of the Feywild.
Cool. Not terrified of that thing at all. I'm
Then
gonna
why did you run out of the Feywild?
I'm gonna tell the party to like, yeah, I think we might need to hurry it up a bit.
For the
Sounds like an owl to me.
right, yeah, Ron, we were gonna get you some better dice
Big owl.
because digital dice hate you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna break out the regular like dice that I have here instead.
So the howl sounds like a howl, but it sounds like a person making that sound, not an animal.
Well, that's better.
Oh, that's our old pal Howlin' Hal.
Howl and howl, yeah, he's up that mountain again.
Why do they call him that again?
Because
I
his name
think
is Hal.
because he loves. Yeah, it's a fun little play on the word, you know. He's being a little literal here, but
Right. Here's the
Hey.
problem, Maldris.
Before we do anything else, is it possible we can take our hour break a little bit early? Because Chaboy is busting.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say this is just about when we need to take our break anyway. So don't go anywhere,
Okay.
folks. We're gonna take our 15-minute to use the washroom and stuff, and we will be right back
Good
with
stuff.
an exciting
mysterious.
chase.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Who knows?
I hate you.
I don't. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody. A good time to clear my throat. Welcome back, everybody. We took our break. I hope you all also stood up and got some fluids and went to the washroom, because you were about to have some heart-pounding action, and I don't want you all losing it in your seats as these people scramble down a mountainside. Or not, who knows?
Perhaps it will be just a jaunty stroll.
It will be a jaunty stroll.
So what? Okay, so Sparks has
Tim.
Tim Tam,
Mhm.
and then does Rathgurther have Emery then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, the sound for you, Maldorus, confirms this was the beast that chased you out. It's a large beast, about the size of a dire wolf.
But you said it sounded like a person this time?
Yes, and that's why you know it was the beast, because even though that creature was, you didn't get a good look at it, but it was in all fours, and it screamed like a man. And as it starts heading down the mountainside from you, hours behind you, incidentally, however, you know this creature has ability to move fast.
So I'm really panicking, and I'm gonna try to get everybody to go like super fast.
Right.
Come on, guys! We gotta pick up the pace. We gotta get to town soon before this thing catches up to us.
Now, hold on, I can only move 30 feet per round.
Consider using the dash action.
Ah, yes, fair point.
Yes, what Rathgurther said. We need to hustle.
So, you think if you guys run flat out down this mountainside, you can probably beat this creature to a little place called the Karnath Roadhouse. This is Rathgurther, your knowledge, coming into play here. You don't think the Karnath Roadhouse is protected from the Fae? It might be, because they're very close to the Cryptgarden Fortress, but the Karnath Roadhouse would at least be a defensible location. However, if you all do this, you will take a point of exhaustion.
What does exhaustion do for us again?
Well, 1 point of exhaustion will give you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
And what's our other option if we don't want exhaustion?
You could try to fight the creature here on the slope.
I
kind of don't want exhaustion.
Yeah.
Because we just had a long rest, so we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, that means that we can take on that extra status.
We're also 2 party members down.
Fair point, fair point.
I don't know what to do.
Well, how powerful is this beast, do you reckon?
That's a good question. How powerful do I?
Of it before.
But I'm also seriously that music.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna be like the most epic thing we've fought so far.
You're running away from it at the moment.
This is not chase music. This is battle music.
Oh yeah? Why don't you all roll me something? Let's roll some athletics checks, shall we, while we run?
Oh boy, my best skill.
You're probably jogging as you're explaining this creature.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, this is the sort of creature that is owned by Archfey to help run down large and dangerous creatures. It is equipped to handle things like, I don't know, mutants and small dragons and that sort of thing.
I got a 23.
Oh!
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so unless anyone beats that, incidentally, for most of these group skill checks, I'm not saying that whoever fails falls behind. I'm saying they basically like lower the whole roll in total. So basically your highest goes up against your lowest roll, and I see who wins out, and obviously your highest won out in this case. So you all book it down the mountain. Maybe one of you stumbles a little bit, and Maldorus is right there to catch you. and move you down the line here. Everything else goes pretty fine for this particular leg. I'm going to roll for the creature. The creature rolled a 2, so the creature falls behind a little bit. But at this point, because you're in a mad dash down the mountainside, you look up and you can see it silhouetted against the sky, the dark sky already. Yeah, for those of you who hadn't seen this creature before, it is about the size of a horse almost. On all fours, scrambling around. Something is up with its face, though. Everything else is wolfish about it, but its face is smooshed. Flat.
That's
Like
concerning.
a pug?
Like a pug, a little bit. Sure.
That's
You're a
less
little, you're a little far
concerning.
away. Yeah.
What color is it?
You can't tell from here. It's too far away. It's just a black. It's like a black, vaguely formed dot in the distance. All right. You are partway down the mountain. You're really going for it. You're trying to reach your objective before sundown, because one last thing, Maldris, you know that this thing gets stronger at dark.
Oh, that's good to know.
Which
time of day
incidentally
is it?
is why it's able to pursue you so well right now, because you're still in the darkness of the mountain's ash cloud, so it is able to do things.
So it gets power with fake night?
Yep.
I'm beginning to think that we
Rude.
should lead it back to the volcano and try to have it, fall into the pit.
We just got down this volcano. I'm not going back up.
We can't throw all of our problems into volcanoes.
Why not?
Right.
I'm
Look,
certain
Emery
there was a
already
reason.
punched this one.
Yeah, this volcano's done. Emery punched it.
Oh,
Right.
damn it.
Let's roll another athletics check for the next hour.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good. I rolled after everything a 3.
Uh-oh.
A 3.
rolled a nat
Oh,
one.
that's not good.
That's not good at all.
Mine
I'm beginning to think the real life
is-
dice don't like me either.
14.
Take us home, Ratgurther.
9.
Oh no. All right, this creature rolled much better this time. And now you're starting to make out features as it bounds over rocks and over dales.
It's scary, isn't it?
Rathgurther, you know a lot of stories. You fought a lot of things. There is a particular story about creatures that come to take people who should belong to the Fae. And you look up and you recognize the telltale signs of a Yeth Hound.
Why, if I didn't know better, I'd say this was a Yeth Hound.
Do I know what that is?
Yes. You do know what a Yeth Hound is. I'm going to be giving both... Oh,
So
that's not it.
What's the hound?
That's not what I wanted. Sorry, Mildred, you can forget that for a second.
Or use it to my advantage.
Use it to your advantage. You already had that.
Yeah.
Here, this is for you. That's what it looks like. It is a large, gray, loping lupine figure with a humped back and the face of a man.
So not like a pug.
I mean, it's sort of like a pug.
Depends on the man, I suppose.
Yeah.
Second, that guy looks like my other friend, Yowl and Hank.
Hank and Hal both yowl. So that is the creature that now charges after you. Rathgurther, you remember a part of a rhyme that says, if you are standing in the light, this creature can't touch you. And you're close enough now that you can absolutely hear what it sounds like, and it does indeed sound like just a person trying to make dog sounds. Just ah! Ah! And it's just like bounding down the hill after you.
Hey, anybody got a torch?
That's a great question. Let me look at my backpack.
I would assume we all have an
You know it
adventurer's
has to
kit.
be sunlight, unfortunately, Rathgurther.
No reason, never mind. Unimportant. Now that I think about
Oh,
it.
okay.
It occurs to me. It's needs to be sunlight.
So we
All
just
right,
have to get into the sun?
Yep. And you guys can tell at the bottom of this mountain, because of the way the winds come in off the coast, because you're getting close to the sea now, the ash cloud actually almost leaves. If you get to the foot of this mountain, you'll be in sunlight, at least for the next couple of hours until darkness falls. So let's give one more roll. This is your third hour of sprinting full on down this hill.
We have some, what's the word I'm looking for here? Endurance.
Oh no.
16.
Almost a natural 1, but it was 14.
Nice.
9.
You guys kind of even out, and the hound does not close the distance, it kind of maintains it. Because I didn't roll so well for them this time.
Thank God.
All right. You all reach the bottom of this hill, the big hill called a volcano, and burst out into sunlight. And as you keep sprinting, the hound gets closer and closer, and then it skids to a stop just outside of the sun, and it yells at you like an old ah!
We bamboozled it.
And then it steps into the light, and as it does so, it vanishes completely.
What do you mean vanishes completely?
It does.
Do you mean it's gone or it's just invisible?
You are not sure. Make me a perception check. As you're all like heaving breaths from like sprinting down a hill for 3 hours.
Perception. No, that's an 8.
That's an 8. That's unfortunate. Anyone else want to roll me a perception check and see what you find?
I would like to know if I could use fairy fire here, because that seems like it could be.
Well, that's true. You could randomly fairy fire an area and hope you catch it.
Like, blah!
I got a
Yeah, well,
10.
You got a 10. Roll me a perception check anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, never mind. I rolled a 22.
A 22?
I was going to say I forgot to.
Oh.
I forgot to roll my regular
mean,
dice, but
okay.
never mind.
So while the other two are figuring out where the hell you went, you notice like a single tree that somehow managed to survive the devastation nearby here, and it's casting a shadow. And you notice real quick, the creature lopes through it and becomes visible in the shadow and continues on afterwards. If you want to, you can hit it with a fairy fire while it's doing that.
All right, I would like to do that then.
Okay, gotcha.
Casting fairy fire.
I believe it has to
I don't
make
know
a
if
save
there's
for that, right?
Yep, dexterity. It's 15.
15?
Yep.
Oh. It rolls well, but you know what? That's pretty ingenuity. So I'm gonna give this to you a little bit. You see a very shaky outline surrounding this blob of a creature. And Vernon, I think you know this spell well enough to know that if this creature was on the material plane and just invisible, for instance, that you'd probably be able to see it with fairy fire pretty easily. Something's up here. This creature is no longer on the material when it passes into the sunlight.
It's really interesting. Apparently, it's passing in between different planes as it touches the sunlight.
So we just have to stay in the sun?
I don't know that I would say that much, but I can sort of see it as it's running along here.
Just stay away
underneath
from
this
the
tree right over there.
in the shadows. You mean just stay away from it?
Yeah, but there's shadows everywhere. How are we going to avoid it forever?
Yes, and also the sun does go down each night.
That is true. In fact, we also, now that I think about it, we all cast shadows.
Do we want to fight it now then?
I mean, it's not possible to see it. Maybe if we go into an alley where it could be cornered. Although
You
then
are
we
in
run the risk of
a
being cornered.
vaguely hilly area. You could perhaps find a shaded spot. Rathgurther, you know that the Karnath Roadhouse, at the very least, you haven't been there in a while, so you don't know if it's still there, but it used to stand about an hour to the north of here by walking. If you sprint, you can get there in 25 minutes.
I relay this information to the party.
Sundown is in about an hour and a half.
I don't know, guys. We just ran down a mountain. You want to run more?
Will that give
Yeah,
us more exhaustion?
You haven't taken the exhaustion yet.
But will it give us exhaustion if we keep
Yes.
sprinting?
Absolutely, it will.
And what if we just stand and fight?
You could.
Well, the good news would be we would avoid the exhaustion.
Yes.
Bad news is we would have to look at that thing's face for even longer.
But if we get rid of it now, it's not going to be chasing us for very much longer if we kill it.
That is true. How confident are you that we could defeat?
Not
such a
super
creature?
confident, but I'm... Wait, did I level to level 5 or am I still level 4?
I think we're at level 6
Hey, you
now.
told me I didn't need to level to level 5.
That's true. I mean, technically, you're all still level 4 because you haven't like gone somewhere and trained. But I mean,
Oh shit! I picked the wrong thing.
it's not
Well,
that
I
big a
still
deal.
have my level 4 hit dice.
Pardon me. Yeah. Up
Okay,
to you,
well,
folks.
I'm...
Your hit dice also replenish on a long rest.
That's true. So like you're full health at the moment. But there's also, I mean,
Okay.
you all notice that it, like, without a patch of darkness here, you actually can't hurt this thing.
So we can't do it. We can't attack
So
them.
we have to find a spot where we can hit him.
Mm-mm.
So,
What if we
Are-
closed our eyes?
Oh no!
But if you close your
You know,
it could
Raptor,
work.
I don't think that's going to help in this situation.
I think then it would just run into our eyes, like literally just become an entity underneath our eyelids.
Yeah, I'm not super fond of that.
But he'd be super small, you know?
Oh, fair point. Then we just have to stab ourselves in the eye, and it would
Yeah.
probably do a significant amount of damage.
And then we get a sweet eye patch.
Vernon, don't
Yes,
be
yes.
ridiculous. Obviously, we would stab one another in the eyes.
Oh yes, of course, because we wouldn't want the other ones to to chicken out.
Exactly.
Oh, there's another idea. What if we just put eye patches over our eyes instead of closing our eyelids? That would definitely create a shadow.
Okay, are we fighting this thing or not?
Oh, good question.
I'm always ready to fight.
Okay. Vernon?
I am always ready to watch you fight.
Right, but if... Okay, I would ask that you do help.
Of course, I will do my best to not mess this one up.
That's all I can ask.
You do spy a hilly area not too far away where you could potentially take advantage of some patches of shadow.
Let's fucking go.
Especially
Let's
as the
do this.
nighttime gets closer and the shadows lengthen. All right, let me see if I've got a map for this. I probably do.
Boy, howdy,
we
I
throw
sure
off
do
our
hope
game?
that this isn't a mistake.
No, it's okay. I got it.
We're down 2 party members. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's see here.
Famous last words.
Well, I'm assuming he's not going to throw a creature that would require all 5 of us when we're down 2 people.
Right.
Yeah,
He
that'd be
did
dumb.
plan for us to only be down one, though.
Listen, that's being a DM, baby.
Indeed, it is.
Oh no, Tailspire. Are
Yeah,
you
I'm still
okay?
waiting on GM.
Speak to me. Oh God.
Did yours
Tailspire,
crash?
Please wake up.
I hope not.
Slapping it.
The Fae have compromised Tailspire.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's asleep now
goodness.
as well. This has become
Those
Monster
damn
of the
Fae.
Week.
I love it. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna quit out Tailspire here for a moment. Don't worry, folks. Do. Technical difficulties. Do. It's a-okay.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's golden.
Nothing's going wrong here.
Can we tell you?
Yeah, of course we would.
Yeah, I'm there's nothing happening poorly here.
Absolutely nothing wrong in the slightest. Okay, Tailspire. Let's be good here. Starts playing elevator music. Yes.
1 second, I got a phone call I gotta take.
Go for it. Perfect timing, really.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Tailspire. Are you back? This is the map we were on.
Hello,
I would like...
by my old friend. We're here
Wow.
on the volcano again.
It's not.
With these embers softly glowing. And the party they are going.
There we go. I knew I had it. Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. I was going to do this sort of thing. I don't know. Is that hill the right one? I think a little hilly. Not sure if this is the right place.
It's hilly
or
to
not.
me.
That's a little too open. Aha! That won't be bad. That would be nice, actually. Let's go with this. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's say this is a bunch of random wilderness maps from the fine folks over at Tail Bazaar, who it's the community of people who have Tailspire, which is the program I'm using here to make maps. And because Tailspire is so robust, people make maps for each other and then slot them in. So this is one of those maps. It's very nice. I have a couple of stuff here. Absolutely no bugs at all.
No, not at all. It just took a while for it to populate the map. That's all.
Yeah. Let's summon players to the board here, and then I'm going to give you all your characters. Let's see here. Put you all on this side. Tim, Vernon.
It's me.
Where is Melders? There she is. They are. Herman. And then there's Emery. Emery's over here. And then where's Sparks? There's the best boy. Working Sparks. Okay. Now obviously these two are Split and Split. Okay. So you all, as long as everyone's good again, there's Mildred. Perfect.
I cannot see anybody.
Yeah, I don't see characters either right now.
If you click on your character on the side portrait, you'll be able to be zoomed over to where they are.
Oh.
There is a second group.
I have very stealthily placed a bunch of maps on this area here.
I see.
Yeah, I was in a place that had a campsite when I spawned in.
Yeah, me too. I was like, this looks awfully
that was where you fought the Manticore, yeah.
Sorry, Manticore, yes.
Okay.
This is so rude.
So you all rush into this area as the shadows begin to lengthen. Where's my beautiful chase music? There it is.
It's been replaced by... Oh, never mind. There it is.
There it is. You are in this hilly area, and in fact, there are crevasses here along the roadway. And you notice as you come up to one that the bridge is out. So it's a good thing you were planning on fighting anyway.
Surprise,
Surprise,
surprise.
surprise. It's not like a deep crevasse. You guys could probably have just climbed down and climbed back up the other side. But now you were going to have to deal with a creatura. And so, as you set yourself up, where would you like to fight this creature?
Probably somewhere where we can hit it. Is there a big, like, shady spot?
There are shadows reaching from these hills over here, and you are seeing that as time gets darker. Let me see here. I'm gonna put Maldris where I'm talking about. Bonk.
Okay.
So that's some nice shaded area there, and you can leave your compatriots high on a hill in sunlight if you wish, so that they will not get damaged.
I'm 1v1ing this thing?
No, as in your downed compatriots.
Oh, okay.
And Sparks will be guarding that because he refuses to leave Tim Tam.
Fair
Makes
enough.
perfect sense to me.
So yes, if you all set up here and you wait, it will not take long. Is there any other preparations you would like to make?
I'm just
Is
double
there
checking something really quick.
Something that needs to be prepared in advance? I don't think
No.
I have anything like that.
No, just asking just in case any of you feel like you wish to do something else. You don't have a yes model. Well, I'm going to use a hyena.
It's only the single creature that we're fighting, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think I'm ready to die.
That's the spirit.
And
Indeedly do.
after too long, you see it pad into a section of darkness rather close to where you are. And it snarls at you, just a very human. It's very disconcerting, actually. And then we're
Gross.
going to have you all roll for initiative, shall we?
Roll a 17. I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Vernon rolled a 17. Who rolled what else? There are only a couple of us today, so I don't need to break it down.
I
got a
rolled a
13.
10.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Vernon actually did roll relatively high.
Yeah. Took long enough, and it's not going to matter in the long run, but
All right. We begin our combat. Yeth Hound goes first because it rolled really well.
I don't like that at all.
No. So it's going to look at you with those burning coal eyes, and it's going to open its mouth and and for some reason, the way it is using its voice like this is terribly frightening. I need each of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
gosh, this is awfully terrifying.
I fear nothing.
I rolled a 10.
Oh no.
You said wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
15.
13.
13. Okay, Meldris just gets in, and obviously Rathgurther fears nothing, so she is not afraid. However, Vernon, you are gripped by fear. This thing is so otherworldly.
It's so ugly.
You are considered frightened. So let's see here. If you start within 30 feet of the hound, which I will tell you, on your turn, you must use your movement to get as far away as possible. And then you can make your save at the end. You can repeat the save at the end of every single one of your turns. The rest of you cannot be frightened by this creature again for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Where do I add that?
It is going to also move. It is going to pass into the sunlight and disappear, pass back into the darkness and reappear. And it is going to pass into the darkness one more time over closer to Maldorus as it simply comes towards you. And you notice, Maldorus, that when there is an obstacle like a dip in the ground, this creature simply continues walking as though there is still ground there. The Yeth-hound can hover.
Cool.
And so it rushes towards you, and that's about all it can do because it yelled. Now, Vernon, it is your turn, and you are indeed within 30 feet of it. You must use your movement to get as far away as you possibly can in a straight line, which means you have to move 30 feet back in this direction,
feet.
which would be right about here.
All right, right on top of the mountain with
Oh,
the.
hold on.
That's
I'm
not
so
correct,
dumb.
right?
That's not 30 feet. My bad. That's over here.
Okay.
There you go. My bad.
Right.
There you are.
Where?
And you just kind of like make a stumbling retreat here, so I'm gonna have to make you make an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever you'd like.
Well, they're both pretty terrible for me, but I'm gonna go with the athletics, I guess.
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay, yeah, you make it. So you go over here, and you are this far away, and now you can make an action. But I will remind you, you are within visible sight of this creature that you are afraid of. All of your actions are at a disadvantage. Because you're afraid. Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, that is too far away. Hold on 1 second. Let me just double check it. How close am I to this guy? About 49 feet, apparently. So, just double check here really quick. I believe I would like to use. Oh, well, I can't use Silvery Barb right here. I'm just gonna go for the old Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
I do. The old Eldritch Blast. Gonna lava.
Give me an
holy
attack
crab
with
grenade.
disadvantage, my friend.
Okay, first one is 18. The second one is 24.
Oh, okay, so you hit it.
So 18. Yay!
Go ahead and do your damage, my friend.
Eldritch Blast. I got 9.
Got 9 damage? Cool.
9 damage.
And you can make your wisdom saving throw as it is the end of your turn.
All right, wisdom saving throw. +4 there, so I'm going to roll my actual dice here. 17, 21.
Awesome. You are no longer afraid of the Yeth-hound.
All right. All I need to do is hit it with a crab grenade.
Crab grenade. That's it. Listen, once you hit it with a crab, everything starts to look silly.
Exactly.
Rathgirther, this floating large horse-like dog with a man's face is right in front of you. This seems like a story of Rathgirther's greatness, to be honest.
All stories are. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do what any sensible person would do in this situation, and I'm going to hit the dog with my sword.
Go ahead and hit the dog with your sword.
22.
22, you say? That
Yes. That's a relief.
hits. Yeah.
I don't know why it rolled 2. Okay, so 4 damage. It's 4 damage.
4 damage, gotcha. You go to strike at this creature, and you strike at it, and you hit its flank, and it regards you coldly. And then you recall another part of the nursery rhyme about trying to wound Fae with mortal weapons. Your sword is not silvered; it will do no damage to this creature.
What?
And I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Vernon because he's a scaredy boy.
Gotcha.
Fear not. It can sense fear.
Ah. Thank
Uh,
you, Wrathgirther.
Do you wish to move any more than being in close combat with this creature, or?
No.
Gotcha.
Are you kidding me? What kind of
Beautiful.
question is that?
Valdris,
Yes.
you are not within 5 feet of the creature yet, so you can move freely. But
Okay.
you just witnessed Wrathgirther strike at a blow that it basically just ignored.
Yeah.
However, you remember that one of your knives is magical.
One of my knives is magical. My dagger, right? The
Correct.
one that Zoe or Tim Tam. So do I think it's gonna work with that dagger?
You believe so?
You said I'm not in combat with it, but Wrathgirther is.
Right. So you would get your sneak attack bonus for this.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask. Okay, I'll do my sneak attack.
Sneaky sneak attack.
Sneaky sneak attack. But that's just chucking my dagger, right?
Yeah, you just chuck your dagger at it.
Okay.
See if you hit.
Oh no.
What'd you roll, friend?
10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately, but as the dagger springs back to your hand, you can use your bonus action to try again.
Will it have my sneak attack?
It will. Sneak attack is applied
Okay.
to the damage, and you can do it once a turn.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's try again. I got a 9.
You got a 9, unfortunately not. Even though you are not mechanically frightened by this creature, you do remember that it chased you out of the Feywild in a blind, desperate sprint.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Do you want to move?
Maybe just a little bit. Can I?
You can move wherever
I
you
can
want.
get behind. Whoops. I can get behind this tree for a little bit of cover.
Sure. Stepping
Okay.
into the darkness of the tree.
Wait. No, it's fine. I'll do it. Whatever.
On the Yethhound's turn, it is going to travel into the light and be completely out of the plane for the time period that Wrathgirther could attempt a reaction hit, and then it steps back into the darkness again here in order to become material, and will attack Maldris.
No.
Let's see here. What does he do? He's only got one butt. Boo. Well,
You designed this guy, dude.
no, the fine people at Wizards of the Coast, if they could be said to be that, design this creature. No, the designers are great people.
They find people. They're not fine people.
Yeah. I rolled a 1, so he springs out of the darkness at you, and completely misses his strike. But he is so close now.
Cool.
You can just see him. He's definitely got an old man face, but that face is filled with dog-like teeth.
I don't like that.
All
I don't like
right.
that at all.
It is Vernon's turn. Vernon, you see the creature again.
Vernon feels a little bit more confident about like what's happened so far because he's no longer frightened. So
And remember, you have
let's
Bardic
see.
Inspiration to add to whatever you'd like.
That is true. So I would like to. Jeez. Scoob. Do I want to give Bardic
jeez.
Inspiration back? Jeez. Do I want to give Bardic Inspiration back to Wrathgirther, or do I want to give it to Maldris? I think that because Maldris is in more immediate danger, I should probably give it to her. So I'm going to let's see. What am I going to say? I'm going to say something like Don't fear it because it feeds on fear, which is exactly the same thing that Rathgirther told me.
Just literally
I
saying
am
the same
nothing
thing.
if not creative. Yes,
Okay.
literally the same
Okay.
thing.
That's perfect because you're a con man, and so like just taking another person's work and passing it off as your own is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would have heard Rathgirther say it the first time, right?
Oh yeah, very much. You were not fooled,
Like,
although you do
Didn't
get
say I was
inspiration.
good.
You do, however,
Do
get
I have to roll
inspiration.
anything for that?
No, you just give her inspiration. Give them
Sick.
inspiration. Pardon me. So yeah, what's your action now? What are you doing for your action?
Okay, after that, I would like. I think I want to use my chill touch on it.
Gotcha.
And,
I believe it has to roll for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do anyway.
Oh, okay.
Boop. Oh, now the digital dice like me. 23.
Wow. Shit. Okay. Well, yeah, you hit it.
Yeah. Let's see if it does anything. 4 necrotic damage.
4 necrotic damage on 2d8. My dude, I'm so sorry.
2d8. I only have 1d8.
It looks like it rolls 2d8 here.
I think because I didn't like I regressed my level back down to 4 because we haven't
Oh, right.
leveled up. Unless
Right.
I should do that, in which
it's
case
fine.
I will.
It's fine. It doesn't, honestly,
Okay.
whatever you want. Anyways, so you did 4 damage. Gotcha. Where
damage.
is my little dude? Where is my little dude? There he is. Taking 13 damage so far. Rathgirther.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to use Thunderclap.
Nice.
And he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha. Thunderclap, you've
Or
got to
actually,
be.
where am I? Hold on. I have to get close to him. Zoom out here.
If you double click on your character on the left hand side, it'll take you right
Yeah,
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I found me. I can't find. Yes. Boop. All right. I'm right in his butt. Constitution saving throw, please.
Gotcha. Constitution saving throw. It rolled. It rolled a 22.
It passes. Nothing happens.
No.
I make a loud noise.
A loud noise. Boom.
Ah.
Is there anything else you can do?
Nope.
Roger that. It is Maldor's turn. Maldor's, now you are in combat. However, you are now flanking this creature with Rathgirther. You get advantage on any attacks you make, which of course also gives you your sneak attack.
Okay. So just attacking him with my dagger
Mhm.
instead of just throwing it. Is it the same
It's the same
hit
thing.
dice and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him with my dagger.
Just remember, you get advantage.
I've got 2. Well, fuck me, apparently. Okay. So it's +6, so an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Now I get my sneak attack is 2d6.
Correct. So you do all your damage plus your 2d6.
Okay. So I'll start with the I'm looking at the wrong thing. A 1d4 plus 4. Okay. So that's a 4 plus 4, so that's an 8.
8, bravo.
And then my sneak attack is 11.
Okay.
Yeah, 19. Yay.
Okay, yeah, you deal it a pretty good blow. You have another attack if you want.
And I'll just do the same thing again. I'll
Nice.
just hit.
Remember,
Do I still have advantage?
Yep, because the advantage right now is being given by Wrathgirther being at its butt.
Where I will.
Oh,
now.
well, I rolled a 1 and a 7. I thought it was 2 1s, but that's a 7.
What's your plus on this?
6. So 11.
11.
No.
Nah, you missed with your second attack.
No, hold on. That's not math. 7 plus 6 is not 11.
It's 13, but you still miss.
Yes, thank you.
You still miss. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
But
tried.
No, yeah, you whip out your magical dagger and you just start viciously plunging at this thing that has terrified you since you entered the material, and like you notice that the wounds are staying, and you remember maybe a little softly Tim Tam saying, "Here, I got this for you." And it is now the creature's turn.
So I know now that magical weapons will hurt it.
Magical weapons will indeed hurt the creature.
Okay, I'm gonna yell that to the rest of them so they know. You guys, magical weapons, yo.
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, fucking great.
What is Maldrus's AC? 14.
That's a good question.
Should be 14.
14?
It rolled a 19. It is going to do... Maldrus, you're going to take 11 piercing damage as it bites into you. And you're going to take
Ow.
a further... as it bites into you, the mark on the back of your neck is going to flare. Give me a second. There we are. There you
Okay.
are. And you're going to take a further 14 psychic damage.
Point of order. They were specifically told not to be afraid.
That's true.
Why don't they listen to me retelling somebody else's advice?
I believe that is his turn.
I'm not looking good right now.
Yeah, that puts you pretty out of sorts. Vernon, you notice this big bite, and like the creature has like locked its jaws on Maldrus's arms.
Both my
Okay.
arms, so I can't attack. Am I grappled?
Just one arm.
Okay.
We'll deal with any potential grapple later. It didn't do it this turn.
I think I would like to close the gap and try to use Tasha Sidious laughter on it.
Oh,
Assuming I can understand language. It does speak with the voice of a
it
man.
does.
so-
It does indeed. You would like to close the gap. How close do you have to be for Tasha's?
30 feet.
You don't have to close very far at all. If you want to, you can just go into this spot of light right here if you'd like.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And I say, "Hey, Yeth Hound, your face looks like your butt, and your butt looks like your face. What's up with that?" And then he has to roll a wisdom saving throw of 14.
You're lucky he can understand common. 13, you said? Oh, he
14.
rolled a 2!
Ah!
The Yeth-Hound, like, Maldrus, you're watching this Yeth-Hound, and it's looking
I gotta
right at you
cast that.
this entire time. And then you hear Vernon say something really dumb. And the Yeth-Hound is like... and it falls over. It is, I believe it's incapacitated during this, correct?
I think so. I think that's how it falls prone. Becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
Correct. Both of you know that right now, while it is continually incapacitated, all of your attacks that land count as criticals automatically. And in addition to that, you all get advantage to strike it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Great.
Unless there's
I also would like to take
anything-
out my instrument, which is the drum, and I'm just going to play a rim shot. But it's
Nice. Yep. Wrathgirther, it is your turn.
Do I know if Tim Tam or Emery have any magical weapons I can borrow?
Unfortunately, there is no other magical weapons in the entire group except for this weapon. That Malders
Well,
has.
my dagger is the only
At the
magical
moment.
weapon.
Correct, yeah. Unless you happen to have an ability that gives you a quick magical burst on your weapon.
No, I don't have that. Well, what if I did though? That would be pretty cool.
I mean, that would be if you'd like.
I guess I will. I guess the question is.
Will magic spells work?
Yeah, spells will work just fine.
I guess
all
the
magical.
question is, do I think this creature has a higher constitution or wisdom?
I mean, I'll give you for free just by looking at it that this thing looks like it is certainly tougher than it is wise.
All right. I'm going to use vicious mockery to attempt
Gotcha.
to insult this thing to death.
Okay.
Yes.
Rolled at 8, so it fails. So your vicious mockery. Now, in D&D rules as written, if it is a spell that does not require an attack to hit, it doesn't do critical damage. However, that's dumb and lame. So I'm going to let you roll your 4d4 of damage, or 2d4 and double it, whatever you'd like.
Let's go with double before rolling, so that it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 10 psychic damage.
10.
Mm-hmm. And she says, I'd go farther, Vernon. I'd say that his face actually looks like his butt smells.
The creature just like
see.
convulses on the ground.
Come on, guys.
That's sick burn.
This is the difference between a level 1 bard and a level whatever bard.
Alright. Maldris. This creature's on the ground. Super easy to hit.
Right. So, yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing. And I still have advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. What the? Come on, dice. So, hold on. It's a 12.
A 12. No, unfortunately, that does not hit. But you
Well-
have your second attack.
Oh my god. It's a 13.
A 13 is just what you needed to hit it.
Oh my god.
It's just a dog. It's just got like thick hide. Really, that's it. So yeah, you automatically score a critical. So you can.
So the critical only
yeah.
does my dagger damage and not the sneak attack?
No, critical also affects sneak attack damage.
Oh.
Right. That's
Okay,
why.
I'll just-
That's why paladin rogues are so broken, because their smite and their sneak attack rolls all get doubled. So yeah, you can either roll double the amount of dice, or you can just roll your regular damage and double it.
I'll just do my regular damage and double it.
Go for it.
So this one is a 3 plus 4, so that's a 7.
You add the 4 after all is said and done, because it doesn't. Your bonus doesn't get doubled.
Oh, so I rolled the 3.
Yeah.
So then it would be a 6 plus 4, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's a
Okay,
10,
so it's 10.
and then your 2d6.
So that is a 7. So this one gets doubled as well. So it's
Yep.
a 14 plus 10, so 24.
24, huh?
Yep,
Maldris,
if my math is correct.
how would you like to murder this creature?
I'm going to just take my dagger and just keep stabbing it and keep stabbing it, and it's probably long dead, but I'm gonna keep stabbing it because it's
Yeah.
been terrifying me for a while.
Right.
Gotta make sure it's dead.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. You end up destroying this creature utterly and completely. It is a dead hunk of flesh. Let me do this here. All right, Maldris.
Mm-hmm.
So, two major things have happened here.
Yes.
One, you have killed the creature that frightened you so much that you had to flee the Feywild.
Yes.
When you know that when you were in the Feywild still, you were not a match for this creature at all. Not even close.
I was not.
No. This creature is made to take down horrific Feyish beasts. That's what it's made for. You with your team have managed to make relatively quick work of it. However, the other thing is, you have now, with the killing of this hound of an archfey, proven that you are not just prey, but worthy prey.
Oh no.
And as the sun starts to set, you hear more howls in the distance.
There's more.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this week. For this month, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations, everybody.
Well, I killed the thing.
Great job.
Good
By
work.
the way,
I
would you
mean, you
mind
guys
spinning
helped
that
too.
for me? I think I could use it for clothes back home.
I mean, if there's anything left of it.
You want to skin
And-
it, sure.
Can I just say,
cut around
Maldris,
the
you're
holy
looking
parts.
super huntable right now.
you're looking very hunt.
Like
No
if I
one
was
has
going to hunt somebody, I'd be like, oh yeah, they're worthy.
That's the one, right?
I suppose I
Okay.
deserve that for giving you a hard time earlier.
Right. So yeah, folks, we are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come right back and answer some of your questions. So get ready for that. Since serving hunt, make this the how do you serve hunt in a Feyish way? We're gonna give this a couple of minutes here. We're gonna get up and get our own drinks. You all should do so as well. Think of some questions you want to answer, and when we come back, we will answer those questions. And then that'll be it for today. So we will be right back, everybody. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Our couch. There's more room on this couch today. Except we've propped up Emery and Tim's bodies, Clue style, on this couch to help us answer questions.
2 corpses, everything's fine.
Yeah, this is the portion of our show where we answer fan questions. That's you guys. If you are fans, you could be hate watching the show. To be fair, I have no idea. But we answer your questions, and we answer questions from each other to each other as well.
But we only answer the nice questions.
Yeah, I'm the
Let's
arbiter
be
of
clear
what
on
goes
that.
on here. Yeah, so I just entirely swing my big body around and take the other
I did
questions that
not
I
know
want.
where you were going with that.
What are you talking about? I am entirely nice and not lewd in the slightest.
Okay, I
Jay
was
is always
just
above board
thinking
and clean.
that you were about to say swing my big hammer, and then all I could think of was the hammer is my penis.
No, that's it.
So-
Fuck, we're demonetized now. That's it. Toasted the VOD.
Shucks. Now we can only make money off the podcast version.
And off of our Ko-Fi.
Yeah.
Links in the description. There's a PG-13 space. No, it's not. Damn. I just sent a dog with a man's face after them. This is not PG-13.
If it was
Things would be haunting
PG-13, I
dreams
wouldn't
for
be
the
able to
next-
say fuck.
That's true.
You'd be able to say it once.
People say it once.
Yeah, that's kind of our one. So congratulations.
Double fuck.
No.
No.
That's it. All right, so any of you folks,
NC-17, that's a bit severe.
right? Any of you folks who want to start, just simply go ahead and ask your questions in chat, and I will attempt to get to them. It's easier for me if you put the word question in front of your question, so I can see which are actual questions or not. However, say Levy, I will tone the chat. And while we are waiting for chat questions to come on in, does anyone at the table have any questions for each other?
Got a question.
Yeah.
What's everybody's favorite Dream Theater album?
The first one.
Who dat?
Oh,
I've never listened to Dream
sorry. You live in
I have no idea
Canada, the home of progressive rock, and you don't know who Dream Theater is?
I mean, I've heard of them. I can't say I can pick out a song out of nowhere.
Right,
Honestly, I was targeting that more towards Jay, but I guess everybody here but me lives in Canada, so
right. Yeah, this was the Canadian episode. It was positively dripping with maple syrup.
I mean, I guess I live in New York, which is practically Canada.
I mean, it's like if we asked you, like, you live in America, what's your favorite gun? You know?
Right.
Oh, obviously it's the
The one that shoots the
hold on, let me
bullets?
do some research really quick.
It's the Freedom 5000 that
Well, like,
shoots.
I
the
could have
thing.
Yeah,
I could have
that's the
looked up.
one.
I could have looked up a Dream Theater album.
It's true.
The Mossberg shotgun thingy. Yeah, that's the
Sure.
one.
That's very
Mhm.
tame. That's a very tame
The
answer.
Dean Winchester. That's my favorite. Yeah.
The Dean Winchester. I think we all like the
Mhm.
Dean Winchester. All right, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with a nice Chevrolet Impala holster.
Yep.
Mhm.
No, Sam, yours is fine. I was saying that a Mossberg 12 is a very tame answer for a gun to like in America.
I'm very left, and that's like,
Yeah.
well, I guess what I mean is I'm not as into guns as some.
Oh, Sam had a
some
question.
folks.
I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Hua. So with folks being out, how do you personally feel about having to miss sessions? Are you very discombobulated, or does it not phase you? I suppose this is to all of us.
Yeah, it's really more of a GM problem, though.
I mean, I
Please
suppose
show
so.
up.
Yeah, if I don't show up, the game doesn't happen. I guess maybe I don't know. What do you guys do if I don't? Should I not show up one day and see what happens?
Just give ourselves every level.
That's
Yeah.
level 20 for a whole episode.
We'll kill all the dragons and then skin them all and make cool weapons and shit. So it's like really overpowered us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
And we gain
Yeah.
all of the XP. So we're over leveled as well.
Right. Oh yeah,
Yep.
Sam will just step in. Sam's the DM.
oh, that works.
So Sam will let us do all this stuff then.
Yeah. Sam will be like the uncle or the aunt, whatever they're feeling for that particular day, and they will like load you up with sugar and send you back to me. Although this time it'll
Yeah.
be loading you up with insane magical items, and then
What could possibly go wrong?
I was
Right.
thinking it was more like a substitute teacher who comes and puts a movie on.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey kids, you want to watch Discovery Channel today? Yeah.
That's the episode of What's Left of Us where we become reaction streamers.
That's we just watch. We watch other people
This
play
this
actual plays.
this
and
special
they-
edition of the Cringe Corner.
Right. Except you watch just a really bad actual play of some other TTRPG and go, no, that's not. Listen, you can't roll like that. That's
Come on.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
You gotta
to
roll
answer Sam's
underhand, not overhand.
to answer Sam's question, I'm not actually discombobulated at all. One of the things that I probably do the best is making something happen with what I've got available to me. I don't know exactly why I'm so good at this now. I certainly wasn't when I was younger, but to be fair, I think if I'm remembering a lot of my older groups, it used to be quite a thing where just somebody would not show up and some random new person would show up during a session. So I think maybe that's where it comes from. But no, I'm not discombobulated at all. I had it took maybe a couple of minutes to figure out what I was going to do with Tim, but then I just like, well, I'll just put her in with Emery, you know.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I did not like having to make decisions on my own. Because these guys were not particularly helpful.
Excuse
I don't
me.
know why you said that.
didn't
I
know.
did Bardic Inspiration once.
Yeah. No.
Sorry that we didn't call all the shots in your backstory quest.
I love it. Trying to avoid the trauma. We got a question over from YouTube from Fire Drake McPhee. What is your favorite animal?
In general, in the world?
I guess so.
In D&D? Or would
Yeah.
that be a creature?
The creature. Yeah, I imagine the what they're trying to get at is just what sort of animal you enjoy in general. But yeah, you could say something from D&D. Look, see, Sam said goblin. Perfect. No notes. Yeah, Sam's a goblin prince. So
Hell yeah,
I
Sam.
think I'm gonna go with the one of the ones that I learned about from this group, and I believe it was Mildred that told me about it. Is the squonk. I think
The squonk?
that's
So what?
an awesome creature. Yes.
Never heard.
Yes,
of
the
this other
squonk.
than Me.
the squonk, definitely not. Mildred is not a purveyor of cryptids.
The humble
Perhaps I heard it
crow.
from Zoe then.
The humble what?
The humble crow.
Humble crow. Crows are dope. First of all. Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy any creature that has a lot of body horror to it, because I like to send that after my players, just because it's fun for me personally.
Oh, you would love the squonk then.
I love this one.
Basically, it's very passive. If it gets frightened, it starts crying and then melts.
Oh, I love it. Relatable.
Yeah.
It me for real.
Yeah.
don't notice me melts into a puddle of goo. Got a question from Med and Math. How does Malders feel about collecting ghost friends until they've got them all? Got 'em all.
Well, I was only expecting to have the one, so the second one is a surprise. But yeah, I'm just gonna treat it like Pokemon and gotta catch them all.
Really?
know,
All you have to do is
I feel
stab
like,
people and collect their ghosts.
Wait, do I collect the ghost of the thing that I just killed? Then?
No.
Dude.
You don't know the rules
I'm
yet.
gonna go frolicking through some cemeteries in the near future.
I'm not gonna give you the ghost of a Yeth Hound. You kidding me?
Maybe it could help me.
Maybe it could. Maybe.
Did you ever consider
Rude.
we might want it?
I mean, if you guys want a Yeth Hound, we can figure out a way. But you have to tell me you want it first, so I can figure out how you're going to get that.
Well, I want
give
the
you guys
ghost of
stuff.
it.
Oh, you want the ghost of a Yeth Hound? Well, that's different. It's much less useful.
Yeah, I'm just literally just asking you for it, and you're like, no, you can't have that. But anything else you want, I'll give it to you. And I'm like, are you serious?
I'll give it to you
You
for a
serious right
price. For a price. Listen, you can have anything you want. It just lets me make you guys do stuff. That's it.
And I just killed this thing.
It's true. That is technically doing something, I suppose. Rose is asking, will there be a side episode with Tim and Emery dealing with the dream? Absolutely. Stay tuned for when that's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point during this month before the next What's Left of Us episode. We will coordinate, we will find a day, and then we will advertise it. So stay tuned on all of our feeds, links at What's Left of Us at card or .card with 2 R's.co.
Sounds very interesting.
Ooh, that's a
'Cause
question.
we already know it's a horror dream.
Yeah, it's a scary dream.
Because what's her face? I forget the name already. Talum? Shit, what's the ghost's name?
You mean Terrell?
Terrell.
Terrell.
I think.
Partilda.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Fartilda is the middle name.
I'm not.
Worst comes to worst, you could
calling
use
her
that. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Sam. Sam's trying really hard to make the link, and I keep forgetting to make it in my channel. I'm so sorry, Sam. Sam,
You're such a terrible person.
Don't yell at me, I'm baby. Okay, we actually have 2 questions for the chat from Sam, which I will use to mollify Sam a little bit. If your character could have one magical item right now, no repeats, no takes backsies, what would it be?
If somebody else would like to go first, I have to think of something other than a rubber ball that would generate a hat.
Scroll of Wish.
A scroll of wish. Look at that. What? Wait a second. What would Maldros wish for? Or what would Rathgarther wish for?
I think you know.
To be a real boy?
Yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Nice. Nice. Maldros. With your
I have no
encyclopedic
idea.
knowledge of all the magical
yeah.
items in D&D.
I have a magical dagger. That is the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah.
Can there be a thing that can get this thing off the back of my neck?
Yeah. You want something that dispels magical tattoos?
The connection?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there a thing? I don't know.
Maybe. Would you like there to be a thing?
Well, I'm just saying, if it exists, that's the one thing I'd probably wish for right now.
Right.
I think if Vernon could have anything, it would probably be a magical pair of scissors, which he could use to turn anything into fabric.
That is horrifying.
Specifically, like, I know. But it sure would save Maldra some time getting this creature, you know.
Just imagine snipping a random person and turning them into an entire quilt.
Snip, snip, got your hair. And now here is the amagurumi, whatever the fuck, crocheted version of you.
Amigurumi?
Yes.
And then we have a question from Sam to Maldra specifically again.
Oh no.
With this thing
What's
being
up?
dead and it being obvious that things will only escalate, what is your plan?
There is no plan. My plan was to kill it so that nothing is chasing me anymore. And now that more things are chasing me, I think it's like the Hydra situation. We should stop cutting off the heads because there'll be just more popping up. So yeah, don't know what's gonna happen right now because that was my plan. It has been foiled. I don't know what to do anymore.
Who would foil
have
your
to
plan?
Think a month. Think for a month.
Who would desperately foil your plan like that? That's inconsiderate. That's
Now seems like a perfect time for Vernon to use his, disguise kit to give Maldris a new look and be like, this is not the one you're looking for.
I can just change.
Yeah.
I'm a changeling.
Oh, that's right. I forget. I forget because I also have that power and I then assume that nobody else-
Gorgor.
But
Yeah.
I know that mark is still going to be visible no matter what I change into.
How do you know that?
I know.
Had the mark on for a while and been changing.
It's true.
Oh, well, it just so happens that your mark is on your neck, right?
Yeah.
And you happen to be traveling with somebody who specializes in scarves.
You could just make me a pretty scarf.
Yeah.
Or sorry, a badass scarf.
or-
I'm not Naomi.
Now, hold on. We
Naomi creeping
turn
in.
around. We go back to the first town we were in, and I pick up the scarves that I had that person make me like a year and a half ago.
Oh,
It was
that's
only
right.
it's only been like I think a week, maybe a week and a half since you guys left
in game
Waterdeep.
time.
Yeah, in game
They got to be
time.
done with it by now.
Yeah, hasn't been very much time at all. So you only took you like 2 or 3 days to get 2 days to get to Valasso, and then you spent 2 days on the mountain itself, and now you spend another day. Yeah, it's not even been a whole week yet.
And I wish I had like the ability, just like the get up and go attitude that these people have, where they take a week to just, go on a journey, sneak some guy out of a big old mansion, run up a volcano, punch it, run down the volcano, outrun a wolf thing with the face of a human.
I did not like that.
Get stalked by other things with faces of humans.
Yeah,
When
Did you
you put it
say
all
punch a
together, it actually
volcano?
doesn't sound so glamorous.
it doesn't sound so
No,
glamorous.
but like I struggle to do the laundry, so
right.
We got blown up on a chew for like 3 episodes.
oh yeah, and who
It's
knows
true.
how long that was.
Yeah. Barely took any
Mm-hmm.
time at all. That's the wonders of modern transportation. You can get exploded a lot and still only be like a day or two.
Yeah, really puts a new spin on the phrase combustion engine.
Right. Hey, Rose is asking a question that I think all of you asked. If this quote unquote dog came from a raptor lord, why was it not a raptor? This question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, right. Listen.
Why was it a dog
Because
and not a bird?
it was a hunter, and hunters have hounds, and I wanted to use the Yeth hound. So there's that. But you're also getting a little ahead of me. You're assuming that this guy doesn't have more things in his toolbox. Okay.
That's exactly what I assume. Because what could possibly go wrong?
It's another Sam question. What kind of things are you going to draw on Emery and Tim Tam's faces? I did say I was going to give Rethgurther some magic markers. We've already put Emery's hand in a warm bowl of water and slapped her.
Did she pee herself?
I don't know. I'll have to roll for it.
She's gonna have to roll a Constitution check or something.
Yep.
I don't think I'm gonna write anything on Tim's head.
No.
You know.
It's just on Emery.
Yeah.
The big college stitch. There's gonna be a bunch of magic marker penises all over her face. What else are you gonna draw? I guess the super symbol, the S swoosh from the '90s that everyone knew how to draw.
Oh.
The Stussy S.
Yes.
Yeah,
Draw
I
a
never
bunch
learned how
of
to draw
Among
that.
Uses.
So yes, actually, that's the best answer. I was gonna say give her like Vernon's beard, but you know,
The rune of the '90s. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want to summon anything from '90s, you have to know how to write that S. It's very important. Someone's got to write like a horror film where they bring back something from the '90s and they basically just use that rune.
Oh, I've already got a plot. It's the Backstreet Boys. It's called Backstreet's Back. All right.
Oh no.
The Backstreet Boys reunion tour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was Game Grumps'
I guess it would.
code word for COVID when you couldn't say COVID on YouTube.
Right.
Oh, I did not know that.
Jeez, I hope you can tell. You know what? We're not monetized yet anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, you can say it on YouTube now,
Oh, okay.
but like back when it was first a thing, they like demonetized videos that said COVID.
Yeah.
I
Because
believe
if
anyway.
you said its name, it gained more power,
That's what I heard.
apparently.
It's to cut
Yeah.
down on people saying it was a hoax.
Ah, well.
Actually,
Yes.
one of the few responsible choices YouTube has made.
True.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see here. Are there nothing? Yeah, any more questions for each other from each other? Actually, I got one for Ron. I probably already know, but I just completely forgot. Did Vernon start taking things in Bard because it was kind of like what he was already? We just hadn't put that into your character yet, or was it more or less seeing how confident Rathgurther was? I think it was the first one, but I can't remember.
No, I just wanted to amplify his charisma score more and kind of get some healing powers, as well as there was like some reason like other than that, but I think it was just mostly because I wanted to keep boosting like the charisma score as well as just be able to do some cool shit like inspire people, and you know, because only having like the one bardic inspiration, I mean, it comes in handy, but it's kind of one of those more the merrier situations, in my opinion. You know,
Right.
Why not make it so that people can roll
Right.
better more often or something to that effect?
Also,
It was kind of
bards,
metagaming, but it was also like, yeah, just I wanted Vernon to be extra con man.
Dope. Super fun.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know, Star, you've been pretty quiet. What's it like at MomoCon? Star, yell it to us. You know what's funny? Star has all the information she needs to just jump on here real quick and blast us with sound from MomoCon, and so far she has resisted the urge to do just that.
I'm pretty amazed, honestly.
All right. Yeah, so folks, unless that's... I'm going to give you all another 2-3 minutes to ask any questions you'd like. Remember, you can also ask questions about previous episodes and stuff. I know some of you are just getting caught up, and you might have had questions that are from older episodes. You can absolutely ask them now, and we'll do our best to answer those. But yeah.
Yeah.
And cool that you guys didn't go to Red Larch.
I really wanted to.
I actually
Especially
don't.
now that I know the
I actually-
layout.
I would have had to have made up something for the Red Larch area, so I don't have anything right now. I actually had stuff for the other side because I assumed.
Mm.
This is
You know
being a
what
DM
happens
is.
when you assume?
I
Everything
am.
works out, apparently.
Yeah, instantly pays off because I am good at my job. Question: Christmas bonus for Sam? Yeah, why not? Screw it. Let's go, Sam. Absolutely. You get your profit sharing check real soon too. I hate that I said that. You want tacos? I'll send tacos to your house. It might take a while. I'll have to go with through
Tacos
Canada
sound
Post. Yeah.
Got to go through customs.
Yeah, they will be wondering why a bunch of tacos are just coming in. And I'll mark the box as fragile, but that won't stop Canada Post from like knocking it around, so.
Let me tell you, it won't stop FedEx either.
No, FedEx mishandling a package? Come on now.
Mhm. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Right. Well, okay, everybody. I think that about does it for today's episode. I want to thank you all for coming by and seeing us. Remember to stay tuned on our social media. We will make sure to tell you when our mid episode is coming up. And then at the
No,
end
none of our
this-
episodes are mid.
That's true. We're all 100% start to finish. All excellent. The next episode just so happens to line up with the very last day of June on the 30th. So that is the next main episode of What's Left of Us, where everyone will be back together and there will be no trauma to have to explain to each other. It'll be great. They'll go on a picnic. It'll be the beach episode because you're so
I
close to the
might
ocean.
miss that episode.
Maul just
I'm-
is suddenly asleep.
Yeah. It's Mal just a turn to take a nap.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'll have to talk to you about that later, Jay, but I think I might be missing it.
it'll be okay.
This is how we
figure
handle-
something
Standing watch from now on.
out. That's right. Yeah. The other two wake up and go, "Ah, that was wonderful." And Mel just immediately drops like a stone.
Yeah, right?
There must always be one
My
sleeper.
turn for a nap.
Monkey's paw
This is
curls.
secretly how it tracks us. Yeah.
What was that? What was that horror movie that had the genie in it?
Jin?
Yeah.
Was
Wishmaster?
a horror movie?
Wishmaster. Thank you, Wishmaster.
Ah.
On a very Wishmaster vibe. Okay. And then I guess that is it, everybody. Why don't we tell everybody where to find us, starting with Ron?
Sure, you can find me anywhere and everywhere at Megaron TV. That's on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everywhere. Megaron TV.
Gotcha. Jinx?
Give me 1 second. I am Wild Jinx Gaming on Twitter, Wild Jinx on TikTok and YouTube, and Twitch as well. That's me. I'm Wild Jinx.
Yeah. Star is not here right now, so we will help her out last. That's Slime.
I'm Thought Slime. You can find me at youtube.com/ThoughtSlime.
Nice. Star is currently a MomoCon, but you can find Star stuff at the Starfish Face pretty much everywhere. And I think that's it. No, well, you know, she just put
No,
out a
her
new
cast
book.
off.
Yeah, and also castoffcomic.com, I believe. Castoff-comic. And she just did a successful Kickstarter for her second book, how to draw a webcomic, how to make a webcomic. The updated
How
version.
to webcomic.
How to webcomic, sure.
How to webcomic.
There you go. Yeah, the updated version of that exact book that Ron is holding right now. You can go to any of her sites and get yourself a copy, which is pretty cool. Zoe is Zoe B on just YouTube, I believe, and she has a secondary channel called Zoe C, which is clever as hell. And myself, congratulations, you're here. You found me already. I am the Jcorn or at Jcorn TV, pretty much everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Blue Sky, you name it, I'm probably there. And if you want to support the cast and crew, there is a Ko-Fi link that was just put up. Bingo. Use the Ko-Fi. The Patreon is from me personally. Don't use it if you want to support the cast and crew. If you want to support the cast and crew, it's Ko-Fi. It's ko-fi.com/jcorn. You can go there. Yeah, that link works embarrassingly because this was my channel that I haven't really converted fully yet. So I will, Sam, in the middle of the month here, You have full permission to kick my literal ass to get me to finish all those links and chat call outs to make sure that this works out properly. All right, folks, that's it for all of us. We will be back later, and we hope you all have a good month. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Beautiful.